The presence of Roma in Europe is widely frowned upon, and in many places they are not welcomed. Moreover, the intolerance of Western Europe has increased with the entry of a couple of Eastern European countries into the European Union, as many Roma have chosen to flee to the richer West. This evolution is not without its consequences. Several Roma encampments were destroyed in Italy in 2010, and in France, thousands of Roma were deported. These cases of severe discrimination spawned a wave of discussions in the European Parliament about human rights, integration, diversity, and the acknowledgement of Roma as full European citizens. There was, however, much talk but little action. We want to launch a project that stimulates the interaction between Roma and other communities. On the initiative of Said Sehersian, we visit in spring 2012 Bosnia-Herzegovina, Macedonia and Bulgaria. Said, himself being Roma, he was born in Macedonia, has lived in Belgium for 10 years and is very familiar with the situation of the Roma in Europe. The Roma we speak in Balkans usually live in extreme poverty. Our guides are Roma themselves and are actively involved in trying to change their fate.
Why do they not go to school? What's the problem?
Sosko čave na ki škola. Prvo najde dokumenta. Je, tu i to.
In Tetovo, Macedonia, we meet Hassan Idrisi. He pointed out the harsh conditions the local Roma are living in and asked us to consider building a road. This road would connect the barracks to the main road.
Дека дај сила домување, значи легализација тоа кала ромате платинен.
In Skopje, capital of Macedonia, many of the Roma live in tents made out of shelters and waste materials. They are living in the outskirts of town, cut off from water supplies, trying to sell empty bottles. Alush Emin is an activist. He is our local guide. In Kočani, a small town in eastern Macedonia, we meet a community that lives in a former base camp. Life is seemingly more agreeable here, yet making a living in drying and selling chamomile or working as a laborer on a rice field hardly offers any perspective at all. 20 kilometers south of Kočani, we meet the local major Dragan Adzinski. He is very eager to improve the living conditions of the local Roma, but receives no support nor means. In Chuto Riza, a suburb of Skopje, we talk with Major Elvis Bashram. 80% of the people in his town are Roma, and here too we notice the same needs. In every place we visit, we hear the same plea. There is a need for a paved road from the Roma barracks to the existing roads of the town. We don't pretend we have answers to all these questions. We are not naive, and throughout the experience in the Balkans, we learn that idealism is a strong need in trying to achieve anything with the Roma communities. It's a bit like trying to hold back the waves. Let's go to it, because you see, we don't stand a chance, so let's go to it. So the question is, what can we do? We will create an open dialogue with a few key figures in the Roma community, trying to tighten the mutual bonds. How will we go about this? We want to build bridges between communities using both dialogue and artistic means. Our plan is to start from the material issue, the building of a road. It seemed to be the most urgent and recurrent matter in all the places we visited. It will result in the writing of a screenplay. The two main characters are building a road, together with the local people. This active participation in the construction of the road as well as in the making of the picture is our main objective. In the end, there will be a road, a real feature film, and a wholesome dialogue between the local Roman and their European partners. With this film as an artistic depiction of the emergency situation, we want to open the debate about the Roma and European citizenship. And then the movie. We want to tell the story of two Roma that go around the world driven by the everlasting urge to do right, quite like the infamous twosome Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. Like them, our two Roma constantly find themselves in surreal circumstances. With the same limitless courage and vigor, they keep going and make things right, always driven by their inexorable faith in wit and making the impossible possible. They would be builders, constructors, architects to a new world, if you will. The first has the most fantastic imagination, yet lacks a practical mind. The other one appears to have hands of gold. They are both in need of the other to make things come true. They will travel to the Balkans and make this project happen. Their arms, concrete mixers, lorries filled with bricks, steamrollers and tar. They are funny and unpredictable, and forever on a quest to do right. One is always fancifully dressed, all shirts and ties as it were wears. The other one prefers his overalls and working gloves. Wherever they go, they are recruiting other laborers, not Roma, yet all very keen to help out. All along their travels, they find themselves in unrivaled adventures and amazing conflicts. Their golden hands, sharp wit, and their contacts with the local communities keep making the impossible possible. The picture ends right where it started, in Brussels, at the heart of the European Community, the office of their Prime Minister. There you have it, Mr. Europe. How do you feel about our roadworks?
Ciao Germania.
Ove saste,